Regarding Iran, Donald Trump, as I had told you, has set off a firecracker before leaving the country. He wanted to show his countrymen that Donald Trump is an invincible force. We will take them back to the Stone Age. We will take them right there. What is the meaning of all this talk? Because the country has already lost and is now trying to save its honor while fleeing. But Iran is in no mood to forgive America for all these actions. No mood to forgive at all. And the situation is rapidly becoming dangerous. I had told you that Iran had warned against any further steps before leaving the country. Donald Trump has done exactly that. Now we will be able to understand the direction of this war, how this great catastrophe is going to unfold, and how much our problems are going to increase. I have reached this assessment based on information from numerous sources, including the U.S. Central Command, Al Jazeera, World Sea General, and the Washington Post. If you have noticed one consistent thread throughout this war, you will see that Iran fears God and does not deviate even an inch from its principles. It is conducting this entire war as a religious war, with the claim that if you commit injustice against me first, I will do the same to you. It has never taken the initiative. Whatever you do to me, I will do the same to you. And in this case, it will do it with double, quadruple force. In this matter, it has gone quite far, and now the situation is such that Iran warned first. It warned by setting conditions. If you do this, then understand that we will do this, this, and this. And in the meantime, Iran has warned that American technology companies will not be able to survive in West Asia. If any of our leaders are touched, they will touch IRGC leaders. They had said, "Do not touch our civilian infrastructure," but they have touched it anyway. To make the matter easy to understand, let's take a few examples. The B1 bridge was the tallest and newest bridge connecting Karaj and Tehran. Iran claims it was still under construction. It was destroyed in 2 airstrikes by Donald Trump. 8 civilians were killed in it. Some reports say 2. And this was the main connection between Tehran and Karaj. If the war reaches a stage where people start killing each other's civilians, what will happen? And that too after giving a warning, what will be the consequence? The result will be that you have given Tehran complete freedom to strike civilian targets wherever it wants. Moreover, Iran had previously said that if you touch our power grid or power plants, we will not spare your infrastructure either. First, they carried out nuclear strikes on them. They responded. Now, what they have done is threaten to destroy the power grid. Attacks have also taken place on power plants, and America's own CENTCOM is saying that they are now considering even civilian areas as threats and are striking there as well. Donald Trump himself posted a video of the strike on the bridge. In other words, they have turned Operation Epic, that is, the epic theory, into a weapon of illegal and immoral attacks. They have turned it not into an Iran-like country, but into a country like Israel, which might cry, "Look, they broke the balcony," but knows very well how to respond. Now they have carried out a major attack on civilian infrastructure on a hospital. It was a very old hospital. It was a research center. The whole world used to learn from here. They attacked that too. Anyway, their favorite places are Israel and America. Whatever you say, they have the power. The whole world bows its head before them. People are happy to embrace them. They are worshipped. They are evil. They are devils. They are demonic. Just think about an attack on a children's school in Iran or attacks on children in Gaza. Relief trucks were coming for the poor people so they could get food. Due to the attack on them, the entire hospital was destroyed and medical aid could not reach. Now they have attacked the hospital here as well. This has marked a new beginning, and this beginning will take this war to the next level. Israel has actually been firing missiles one after another. You, son, have destroyed our bridge. They damaged the railway station in Tel Aviv, or the capital's railway station. They dropped a missile on it. Now, if anyone can stop Iran's missiles, then stop them. It is not happening. Moreover, civilians have been injured and countless ballistic missiles have landed. Homes and infrastructure have been damaged. What did you achieve by destroying the bridge? Furthermore, the United States is not sparing the coalition's targets either. Now they are saying, "Kid, you were coming to fight, to provoke America, but it ran away." Now, an attack has been carried out on Oracle's data center in the United Arab Emirates. There has been an attack on the Habshan gas facility in Abu Dhabi and also near Dubai Airport. In other words, you attack in one place, and your entire gang attacks in 6 places. What is happening because of this? This conflict of the Great War, which I was calling the Great Speech, is bringing about a massive catastrophe. Ordinary people who have nothing to do with this war are suffering. A man crosses 7 seas to come to America, sets fire here and leaves. He himself gets beaten. Just today, Iran shot down 2 F-35 aircraft, and they also have footage of the planes falling. The pilot has been arrested and is in their custody, and they are saying they will not release him. America is saying this is not true, that is not true, and GRO is saying it is fake, fabricated, etc., and Candy Divino Adani is highlighting this influence of GRO. Now you know that Adani cannot even dream of saying anything against Donald Trump and America. Anyway, Kuwait's largest oil refinery was built on Iran's oil refinery, and a drone attack was carried out on the fuel tank at the airport where planes are refueled. A fire broke out. Sirens sounded at the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet in Bahrain. There were incidents of stampede and fire there. In addition, Iranian drones and missiles were spotted in Oman, Qatar, and Jordan. Widespread destruction has been carried out. And the situation inside America is still so bad. Donald Trump does not know what to do. He has been badly defeated. Everyone knows this. Don't worry, in the middle of this beating, the arrogant boss who had arrived. I am leaving Israel. Don't worry, I am here, Saudi, and I beat him and ran away. Yesterday, I uploaded a picture of him in the thumbnail. He is running. While running, he is shouting from behind, I will not let you go. I will send you back to the Stone Age. Now understand the situation inside America. Iran has tweeted some pictures. In these pictures, it is visible that all the American officers removed by Donald Trump have been removed one by one. That is, Donald Trump removed them. Iran has said, you had come to change the governance system in our country. Your own governance system has changed, because your officers are leaving. Brother, the officers who were supposed to be removed in exchange for this beating have themselves been saved. Other officers have been brought in their place. So why is Donald Trump doing this? This is a big matter, and it should be a cause of concern for the entire world. This is why China had to intervene in this matter and warn people not to enter Lebanon. Do not try to turn it into Gaza. This was said to Israel because Israel has entered Lebanon. But Hezbollah there has blown up many of their tanks. It has caused massive destruction in northern Israel. That is, Iran's terror is equally active there too. But Hezbollah is not the government of Lebanon. You have entered, you are attacking government targets there. The government there says this is wrong, but they continue to do it. The changes that have taken place in the United States reveal how desperate Donald Trump is, how worried, restless, and devastated he is. And he does not know what to do. And this battered Donald Trump has to hide his face from all the beatings he has received. So what happens is this, just like a child who gets beaten somewhere comes home and says, brother, I got beaten because of you. I am getting beaten for you. It is exactly like that. If he is small, they even slap him. You got me beaten. This happens in front of small children. Now the same thing is happening with Donald Trump. How can we believe that he came after beating him? First of all, he is showing destruction. I will not spare you. I will send you back to the Stone Age. Statements like these. Now whether he will send you to the Stone Age or not is a later matter. Iran's response to this was very good. They said, your 250 years, your entire lifespan is the age of America. You are saying that we will send a 5,000-year-old civilization back to the Stone Age. What is Bahal doing now? He is trying to put the blame on his own officers because you know that American people are not very intelligent. The whole world knows this. Now there is no need to tell Bahal, so what did he do there that he expelled many soldiers and officers? What will happen with this? He will convey this message. These were incompetent officers who lost due to their own influence. Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth, the most extremist person. Understand that he is an Israeli person, and under him are all Yasuzman-type people, meaning they kill, murder on Trump's orders. This means they do not see that murder is illegal. If Trump says hang someone, they do it, without thinking that if I hang someone, tomorrow I might also be hanged because it is illegal. Therefore, when the military operates worldwide, there is discipline within the military, and that discipline is the discipline of the Constitution. This means that any country, any military, is bound by certain moral limitations. Otherwise, the military becomes a superpower. It can do whatever it wants. If it does not want to follow rules, it can first loot America. The matter is simple. So there are certain rules, certain regulations, and you have to follow them. But Donald Trump is saying, brother, do whatever we say. Forget the Warsaw Pact, NATO, and all such things. What we say is sin. What we say is virtue. Just the other day, Donald Trump went to a church and said, I am Jesus Christ. That statement of his, which was previously hanging in the White House, has been removed. So he considers himself God to this extent, which is not biological. What is happening here is that Army Chief General Reddy George has been removed. Now what happened is that they first stopped his promotion. They said, this will not work. They removed him. Why did they remove him? You do not work according to our rules. You violate the law. Hey, this is the army. This is a country. Winning an election does not make you God. The country must run according to the Constitution. You cannot do whatever you want just because you won an election. But the same thinking is prevalent all over the world. If we win the election, then all constitutional systems and institutions will follow one path. So the situation in America is the same. The situation is such that even the chairman of the Joint Chiefs has been removed. This is woke. I will explain later what woke means. Navy Chief Lisa Franchetti has also been removed. She was the first woman to become chief. She was appointed for show. She has been removed. And now it is being said that this is an anti-women government. Besides, several chaplain chiefs have also been removed. Attorney General Pam Bondi has also been removed. You know what Attorney General means. Overall, Donald Trump is responsible for Pam Bondi. In the Eston Kelencarite, Donald Trump did not implicate whoever he wanted, meaning he did not do any manipulation. He respected the supremacy of Parliament and said whatever needed to be said in the CNET hearing regarding Donald Trump's files and documents. Since his accountability was not to any individual but to the country, he was removed. Overall, in many places these people wanted to drop bombs on bridges, targets, schools, here and there. Hextech was not prepared for this and wanted to do exactly what was told. Hextech's own statement is that the army has to do whatever it is ordered. That is, he used his own intelligence. Do you understand what woke means? Woke means the spoken language of African Americans, African American Vernacular English. That is, the regional English used by African Americans there. One of its meanings is those who are aware of exploitation and injustice. These people create awareness against racism and such other issues. It means there is an ideology. It tells people to stay alert. People of this ideology do not like Donald Trump because he talks about LGBTQ rights, gender equality, etc. They did not like this viewpoint, so many officers were removed by saying, "This is just a walk." So you can understand the situation. In the midst of all this, what did Donald Trump do? He made a mistake by provoking America against Iran. He is breaking one by one the chains that Iran had put on itself. Ali Khan had said earlier, or you had issued a fatwa, that we will not make nuclear bombs. Now, that nuclear bomb can be made in the name of jihad. Jihad means religious war. That means, when your very existence is in danger, you should do exactly that. In other words, they are stuck there. Meanwhile, this massacre is already happening. Another massacre has begun, which is surrounding your Hormuz. French ships have been told to leave. Indian ships are being allowed to go. He is allowing Sri Lankan ships to sail. He has compiled a complete list of these. Yes, we like them. They will go. Now Donald Trump is saying that you should go to Hormuz and fight. France's Macron is saying, brother, what is the need to go to war? It can be resolved through dialogue. This is not a matter of war at all. I am against war. It should be resolved through dialogue. So he is saying, if all you European countries do not come and fight, then what will we do? We will stop supplying weapons to Ukraine. So where did the coin fall? Where did it fall? On Russia's side. Why do all of Donald Trump's actions benefit Russia? And the truth is, where will you supply weapons? Brother, all your weapons are useless. They are useless. They are finished. In Punjabi, they are useless. Now he can drop B-2 bomber planes any day because he has figured out the solution to their stealth technology. So in such a situation, this conflict is moving to the next level. Earlier, the wave of destruction was much smaller. 10-12 attacks are being carried out in a day. They are attacking everywhere, and no one has the courage. Israel is heavily involved from there, and Hezbollah is coordinating. Hezbollah attacks from there. When they flee towards Wajhala, Iran attacks from there. Now the Houthis have entered the picture. The Houthis have said that if the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia join the war with America, then they will also close this route. Which one? The Red Sea route? That means a complete blockade. No goods will move in or out. The situation is going to get very bad. Petrol and diesel are talked about so much because we are slaves. Our entire system runs on petrol and diesel. Our country runs for the benefit of big American car companies and foreign car companies. If there wasn't so much work here, if there wasn't so much work, we wouldn't have to buy so much petrol. There wouldn't be a loss of foreign exchange. If there weren't so many cars, there would be no need for highways. Actually, we built highways because the number of cars is going to increase a lot. You might ask, what do they gain if car sales increase? They will gain in exactly the same way that Mahindra or any other big Indian company that makes EVs has to pay royalty for the ECM, engine control module, the brain of the car of their vehicles. Look it up. They supply software, perhaps just a media player-like software or something even simpler, and take a small royalty on that software. Cars are being sold here. When oil is consumed here, the transaction is done in dollars. What happens as a result? The sovereignty of the dollar keeps increasing. The value of the dollar is skyrocketing. The world is enslaved to the dollar. And that is why those who want to impose sanctions stop dollar transactions through SWIFT. You cannot receive or send dollars. You are trapped. That is why all these countries of the world are trapped in the same slavery. That is why we are repeatedly told the story of oil, oil, oil. But there is a greater sorrow in the world than oil. I am making a video on another channel about how even the bread you eat is going to have problems. The bread you eat is also going to face problems. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video with as many people as possible.